Hey guys, Midship Cupid here, and I'm going to be reading another part to my Harry Potter fanfiction. We're doing the second year now, so I hope you guys enjoy. Second year. Arya's point of view. I was practicing on the piano. I had learned to control my magic as well. I also picked up a few things. I can do apparition, drawing, fire control, and singing. I took out a book to read. I was very concerned. I wonder why Harry hasn't written to any of us. At least that's what Ron said in one of his letters. I can't wait to see them again. Everyone knows I'm a mage now, so I don't need to hide anything. Now I studied a whole lot of it. I know everything now. I heard an owl at my door. It was Shadow. Come here, you silly dwarf owl. I pet him and took the letter from his mouth. Oh, it's my Hogwarts letter. Meanwhile, Harry's point of view. I was sleeping after I was visited from Dobby, the house elf, who got me into trouble after I dropped the cake on my aunt and uncle's guests. I heard a noise coming from the distance. I saw a flying car and three familiar faces. Hiya, Harry. Ron, Fred, George, what are you doing here? Rescuing you, of course, Ron said. Now come on, get your trunk. I was dressed and packed to go. You better stand back, Ron said, as they took it off of my window. My uncle was not far behind. Potter! He was grabbing my leg. Let go of me! Oh no, you and that bloody pigeon aren't going anywhere. Drive! Ron said. He fell out the window and we drove away. By the way, Harry, happy birthday, Ron said. We went to the Weasley family house. It's not much, but it's home. No, it's brilliant. Then Mrs. Weasley came shouting at Red Front George. Where have you been? Harry, so good to see you, dear. Bed's empty, no note, car gone. You could have died, you could have been seen. They were starving him, Mom. They had bars on his window. You better hope I don't put bars on your window, Ronald Weasley. Come, Harry. Time for a spot of breakfast. I was eating breakfast with the Weasleys. Mom, have you seen my jumper? Of course, it's on the cat. She saw me. Hello, I said. She ran off. What did I do? It's Ginny. She's been talking about you all summer. Kinda annoying, really. Morning, Weasleys. Morning, Dad, Ron and the other Weasleys said. I also brought someone else along as well. We turned to the door. Morning, all. It was Arya. Her hair grew longer. She seemed to have dyed it purple. And who are you? Oh, I'm Harry, sir. Harry Potter. Good Lord. Are you really? Well, it's an honor. When did he get here? This morning. Your sons drove that enchanted car of yours to Surrey and back. Did you really? How did it go? Mrs. Weasley smacked his arm. I mean, that was very wrong of you boys. Very wrong. Harry, tell me, what were you to think is the function of a rubber duck? Bath time, Mr. Weasley, Arya said. I heard an owl. That's Errol with the post. The bird knocked into the glass window. Poor Errol, Arya said. I knew she'd say that. Looks like our Hogwarts letters. Yours is here too, Harry. Dumbledore must know you're here, Harry. Arya's point of view. Harry looked at me. I got mine this morning, don't worry, Potter. I teased him. He blushed. There's only one place where we're going to get all of this. Diagon Alley, Mrs. Weasley said. Harry, you first, Mrs. Weasley said. But Mom, Harry's never troubled by Floo powder. Nope, I think I'll pass. I'll meet you guys there. How do you plan on getting there? Harry asked. I smiled. The easy way. See you guys there. I apparate out of the room and into Diagon Alley. I had a strange feeling. I went down an odd-looking alleyway. I saw Harry being crowded. I whistled. I wouldn't do that. I said. Hagrid was behind me. Harry, what are you doing down there? Come on. Harry looked at me. Next time, take me with you, please. Can't do that. I can't apparate others. I'm still learning. Thanks anyway, he said. Anything to save a friend. He looked kind of hurt when I said that. I kind of felt hurt when I said that too. I linked our arms. Come on, lighten up. At least you're not down. He laughed. Hermione ran up to us. Harry! Hagrid! Arya! Hello, Hermione. It's good to see you. I best be off. We were walking towards a bookstore. Oh God, not him. Gilderoy Lockhart makes me sick. Mom fancies him, Ron said. I groaned while Hermione swooned over him. Ugh, don't let him see me. Last time we met, he told everyone he saved my life, which is completely untrue. What happened last time? I crossed my arms and explained. He was being an idiot, and I'd rather not say, Harry. If you say so. Couldn't be Harry Potter and Arya Scarlet. They grabbed Harry and me. Smile for the camera, and you two will rate the front page. Don't touch me, Lockhart. My bite is worse than my bark. He flinched. He talked, and of course I ignored him. I started to walk off, and Mrs. Weasley hugged me. You get going. I'll get these signed. Harry was walking beside me. Bet you liked that, didn't you, Potter? Having all that attention. Leave him alone, Malfoy. Don't you have better things to do? I said. Look, Potter, you got yourself a girlfriend. Why don't you dump this loser for me? I tried walking away. He grabbed my shoulder. Bad move. I grabbed his hand and flipped him over my shoulder. Told you if you touch me again, I'd flip you. Harry's point of view. Arya tried to leave, but a man was right in front of her. You must be Arya Scarlet, the mage, aren't you? She said. He said. I don't know why I wrote she. Oh, wait, no. She said nothing and walked out. And you must be Harry Potter. Forgive me, but your scar is legendary as the wizard who gave it to you. Voldemort was nothing but a murderer. You must be very brave to say his name, or very foolish. Oh well. Train. This is a second page. Train. Harry's point of view. After the quarrel with Mr. Malfoy, we ended up going to the train station. I walked next to Ron and Arya. So what happened to make you snap like that? It's nothing, don't worry about it, she said, before running into the wall and onto platform 9 3/4. Okay. Me and Ron ran at the wall, only to find it solid. Hey, what are you two doing? Sorry, lost control of the trolley. We touched the wall. Why can't we get through? I don't know. Why would it be blocked? Maybe we should wait by the car. The car? Arya's point of view. Do you know where the boys are? I was sitting next to Hermione and Ginny was sitting across from us. No idea. Where the hell are they? I then looked out the window to see Harry hanging onto the door of a flying car. Oh my God! Hermione looked out as well to see what I was staring at. Oh, I'm going to kill them, I said when I was actually pretty concerned as to what happened. Harry's point of view. Arya's going to kill us if she found out I was dangling out the side of a car. You were seen by no less than 7 muggles. Do you have any idea how serious this is? What type of danger you set on our world? Not to mention you damaged a whomping will older than the day you were born. But they did more damage to us than we did it, sir. Silence. If you were in Slytherin, you'd be heading home on the train tonight. As it is, they are not. We turned to see Professor Dumbledore. Professor McGonagall. Blech, let me do that again. Professor Dumbledore. Professor McGonagall. Headmaster, these boys almost. After a while, we preferred to go to our dormitory and hopefully not run into Aria because of how mad she'd be if she found out what happened. Harry, Ron. Uh-oh. Arya's point of view. I was listening to their conversation. If Arya found out she's going to kill us. I walked out in front of them. They saw me. Harry, Ron. Oh, wait, let us explain. I grabbed both of them by the ears. You have a lot of explaining to do. I saw what happened at the train. At the dormitory. Look, I know you're mad, but let us explain ourselves. I cross my arms. I'm listening, I say. Well, you guys gonna explain or not? Harry's point of view. Well, I'm waiting. It's not that easy to explain. We were blocked by the gate. It wouldn't let us through. Why not? We don't know. Our only choice was the car. She stood up from where she was sitting. Oh, I saw. Very safe dangling off of a car door. Oh, you saw that? The whole school saw it. Do you know how worried I was? I thought you guys were gonna die, she said, tears coming down her face. We both hug her. We're sorry for worrying you, Arya, I say. You two are free to go to bed now. She has a bad habit of crying. In their room. We have a bad habit for making others worry about us, I said. You're blimey, Harry. It's not our fault the train left. I still feel bad for making Arya worry. The next day, we were getting a bite to eat. Ron was taping up his one that broke. Say it, Harry, I'm doomed. You're doomed. Dean spotted Ron's owl. Ron, is that your owl? The owl crashed into the table. Everyone started laughing. Bloody bird's a menace, he said, taking a note out of the owl's mouth. Oh no! Look, everyone, Weasley's got a howler, Seamus said. Everyone was laughing at that. Go on, Ron. I ignored one from my gran once. It was horrible. He started to open it. Ronald Weasley! He dropped the note in fear, and the note turned into a mouth. How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted. Your father's facing an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault. If you put another toe out of line, we'll bring you straight home. The letter then turned to Ginny. Oh, and Ginny, dear, congratulations on getting into Gryffindor. Your father and I are so proud, she said sweetly. The note tore itself up in front of Hermione and Arya. Arya left the table. Arya's point of view. I slammed the door to our dormitory. My owl shadow came to comfort me. I wrote in the diary that I found. It wrote back to me. I am Tom Riddle. Who are you? I wrote back. I am Arya Scarlet, the only mage left. Pleasure to meet you. Suddenly, everything went black. Harry's point of view. We were in defense against the dark arts, and guess who our teacher was? Gilderoy Lockhart, who was obviously bragging about his stupid smile. Now, I've been trained to tell you how to defend yourselves. I must warn you not to scream. It might provoke them. I saw little blue creatures. Seamus said, Cornish pixies? Freshly caught Cornish pixies. They are devilish creatures. Let's see how you deal with them. The pixies flew everywhere, and two of them grabbed Neville by the ears and started to carry him to the chandelier. Help! Get me down! Hermione, stop! Hold still! I hit a pixie that was in Hermione's hair. I'll let you three clean up. Hermione shouted a spell. Immobilis! All the Cornish pixies stopped in midair. Actually, now that I think about it, where's Arya? Why isn't she in class right now? Where is she? Arya's point of view. No. Please don't make me do this. No, please. No. Harry, Ron, Hermione, someone, anyone, help me. Please. I don't want this to happen. Please, anyone, save me. I cry in my bed and curl up in a ball. I feel so alone. Someone save me. Harry, I'm sorry. Please, someone, I need saving. I'm scared. Help me. Harry, please save me. Mudblood. Harry's point of view. We were going to Quidditch practice. We're going to train harder. I don't believe it. The Slytherin were walking to the Quidditch pitch too. Where are you going, Flint? Quidditch practice. I booked the Quidditch pitch for today. Easy, Wood. I have a note. Flint took out a piece of parchment. I, Severus Snape, give permission to Slytherin to book the Quidditch pitch to train their new seeker. You have a new seeker. Who? Malfoy emerged from the back. Malfoy? That's right. You're not the only one who can seek. At least no one from Gryffindor bought their way in. Shut up, you filthy little mudblood. You shouldn't have said that, Malfoy. Eat slugs. Ron was repelled back and the curse turned on him. Malfoy was laughing. I saw Arya punch him in the stomach and she growled at them, making them all shake in fear. Definitely don't want to make her mad. Arya's point of view. We were at Hagrid's hut. Well, this calls for specialist equipment. Afraid there's nothing to do but wait for it to end. Who was Ron trying to curse anyway? Who else but the one and only Scumlord Malfoy? I said angrily. He called Hermione I don't know what it means, Harry said. Hermione got up. He called me a mudblood, Hermione said. He did not, Hagrid said in disbelief. What does mudblood mean? Harry asked. It's someone who's born magic with non-magical parents. Someone like me, Hermione said, tears coming down. I hugged her. People like Malfoy think they're better than everyone, calling themselves pure blood, Hagrid said. That's horrible, Harry said. Ron peeked another slug. It's disgusting. Harry's point of view. Ari's lucky she doesn't have to deal with Lockhart for detention. Harry, can you see a better way to spend a detention than helping me write my fan mail? I was about to say yes, but nothing else comes to mind. No, I had a strange voice. Kill. What? I whispered. What was that? Lockhart said. Nothing. Well, must be sleep deprivation. Oh, no wonder. Look at the time. Go ahead and go to your dormitory. I walk out. I heard the voice again. I trailed my body along the wall. Kill. Harry, Hermione said. Did you hear that voice? Voice? What voice? Hermione said. I don't know, but it said it's ready to kill. I ran into the direction of the voice. I saw a message written in blood on the wall. Enemies of the air, beware. We looked. Mrs. Norris. Filch's cat was in a petrified state. The other students saw it. Malfoy was reading it out loud. Enemies of the air, beware. You'll be next, mudbloods. Arya stands there with shock on her face. What's going on here? Make way. Potter, what are you? Filch saw his cat, petrified. You murdered my cat. I'm gonna kill ya. Filch grabbed me by the shirt. I'll kill ya, August. Dumbledore came in. Everyone to your common rooms, except you three. I noticed Arya didn't leave yet. Miss Scarlet, you are free to go back to your dormitory now, McGonagall said. Arya's point of view. It's not their fault. Why can't I say that I'm the one who did it? I'm so scared. I need someone to tell me I'm okay. I don't want this. I was sent to my dorm and Ginny tried to ask me, Are you okay, Arya? You don't look so good. You look kind of pale. I ignored her and went to bed. I'm so tired right now. Harry's point of view. We went into the dormitory. Do you think I should have told them? No, Harry. Even hearing voices isn't a good sign in the wizarding world, Hermione said. I saw Arya walk up. Thought she'd be asleep already. I couldn't sleep. She hugged Hermione. Hermione seemed to frown. See you in the morning, Arya said. Hermione, I know that look. What's up? I said. Don't you think she's acting a bit strange? She looked like she was in pain. What do you mean? She brushed off the subject. Never mind, let's go to bed. Something's off about her, Harry. Hermione is right. She usually has more colour in her cheek. Next day. Arya was nowhere to be found. Next day we were doing a class on the defense against the dark arts with, of course, Gilderoy Lockhart. And I thought it was Arya. Was she skipping class? This isn't like her at all. I have Professor Snape to demonstrate. They put their wands in front of them. Gilderoy Lockhart counted down. 1, 2, 3. Expelliarmus! Snape said, making Lockhart fall on his back. I think that was a pretty good shot. After a while, Harry, you didn't tell me you spoke Parseltongue? What do you mean, Ron? You were speaking in snake language. I was speaking a different language? I was surprised. By the way, did any of you see Arya? I don't think I saw her in class today. They both shook their heads. I haven't seen her all day, Hermione said. We heard some noise coming from upstairs. We went to check it out to find Arya in bed coughing up a storm. Is this why I didn't see her in class? Arya, are you sick? I asked. She nods with her eyes closed. I guess this is your reason for skipping class then, Ron said. She nodded, not saying anything. Come on, let's let her get some sleep. Next night, Arya's point of view. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's making me do it. I can't do anything to stop it. I'm helpless. I can't control myself. I'm sorry. Harry's point of view. I was walking down the corridor. I could hear that voice again. Kill. 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 I followed it to a petrified Hufflepuff. I caught you in the act. Wait, Mr. Filch, you don't understand. He left and I saw Sir Nicholas floating aimlessly. He came back with Professor McGonagall. Professor, it wasn't me. This is out of my hands, Potter. She took me to the headmaster's office. Sherbet lemon is the spell she used to rise the staircase. To be continued. I know I usually stop here, but I still feel like reading, so I'm just gonna read some more. Phoenix and the Diary. Harry's point of view. I was in Professor Dumbledore's office. The sorting hat was on top of the shelf. I knew you'd be perfect for Slytherin. No, I wouldn't. I saw a bird with beautiful red and orange wings. It all of a sudden burned to ashes. Harry, so good to see you're here. Professor, I'm sorry. Your bird. It burst into flames. It's about time Fox has seen better days. I looked at him confused. I don't understand, Professor. He's a phoenix, Harry. They are reborn from the ashes. I see a baby bird emerge from the ashes. Such clever creatures, phoenixes. They have healing properties in their teal ears. I stood in silence. Was there something you wanted to tell me? No, Professor. Are you sure there's nothing you wanted to tell me? I nodded. That next night, Hermione, Ron, and I were waiting for the polyjuice potion in the girls' bathroom. We had the hair of Crab and Goyle. All right, add the hair. We add the hair. Ugh, essence of crab. Ron groaned in disgust. Cheers, Hermione said as we all drank the potion. I think I'm gonna be sick, Ron said. Me too, Hermione added. I dropped the cup and saw my hand change. I touched my face. I had turned into Goyle. Harry? Ron. We still sound like ourselves. You need to sound more like Crab. Ah, bloody hell, Ron said in a different voice. Brilliant. Go and find out. Hermione, are you okay? Just go. Don't worry about me. We headed to the Slytherin common room. Arya's point of view. I can't do it anymore. I have to get rid of this diary before it causes much more damage. Goodbye, Tom Riddle, and good riddance. The next day, back to Harry. Harry's point of view. Hermione ended up getting cat hair from the Slytherin robes. She'll be fine once she stops coughing up hairballs. We noticed that the floor was flooded with water. We went to go check out. Moaning Water was crying as soon as she saw us. Come to throw something else at me? She said. Why would I throw something at you? I said, yeah, Wouldn't it go right through you? Sure! Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't see it. 10 points if it goes through her stomach. 50 points if it goes through her head, she said angrily. Did you see who? No, I didn't see them. I was thinking about death, and then I saw a book on the ground. I saw a name engraved on it. Tom Malvolo Riddle. That night, I was wondering why there wasn't anything written in a diary. I wrote something in the diary. My name is Harry Potter. It wrote back. Hello, Harry. I'm Tom Riddle. I thought for a second. Do you know where to find the Chamber of Secrets? It responded with yes. Can you tell me? It responded with no. I put down my writing quill, but I can show you. The book started to shine. I was looking into the book. I found out Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets. Whoa. The next day. Arya's point of view. Why is it here? I thought I got rid of it. I need to take care of this matter myself. I felt myself blacking out. My body was no longer in control. Harry's point of view. Can't be, Hagrid. It just can't be. It's pretty hard to believe Harry would be looking at something Mad and Harry. Mad and Harry? You wouldn't happen to be talking about me now, would you? No, we all said in unison. What's that you got, Hagrid? It's flesh-eating slug repellent. It's for the mandrakes. They still have a lot of growing to do. I best be on my way. We saw Neville running towards us. Hello, Neville, Hagrid said before leaving. Harry, I don't know who did it, but you better come quick. We went to the dormitory. Someone had made quite a mess in the boys' room. It had been a Gryffindor. No one else knows the password. Later. It's not really later because I messed up on some part. But I'll just call it later. Arya's point of view. I need to tell someone. It may as well be Hermione. Hermione, I need to talk to you. What is it, Arya? You sound worried. It's me. I'm the one who opened the Chamber of Secrets. I found the book and it took hold of me. Hold this mirror. You might need it. Can you search up any information on the basilisk? I said. Yes, I'll get right on to that. I found it. I had the slithering. Hermione, look out! Harry, his point of view. I guess they were looking for something. Ron said. They found it. Tom Riddle's diary is gone. I said later. We were at the Quidditch match. McGonagall interrupts us. This match is cancelled. Mr. Potter, find Mr. Weasley. There is something you both need to see. As soon as we found Ron, we headed towards the hospital wing. We saw Hermione was petrified. She was holding this. Does it mean anything to you too? We both shook our head. I took Hermione's hand. That night, we went to Hagrid to get some answers. He opened the door holding a crossbow. We took off my father's invisibility cloak. What's that for? Oh, this is, nothing. Come in, sit down. Hagrid looked nervous. Did you hear what happened to Hermione? Oh yeah, I heard all of it. Hagrid, did you open the Chamber of Secrets? No, you need to understand. We heard a knock at the door. We hid under the invisibility cloak. It was long before we witnessed Hagrid being arrested to go into Azkaban prison. We also saw Lucius Malfoy giving the headmaster a parchment to step aside. If anyone needs anything, answered, then you follow the spiders, he said before he took off. We saw a line of spiders trailing out the window. Now what do we do? You heard Hagrid. Follow the spiders. Come on, Fang. I grabbed a lantern and started following them. Follow the spiders. Why can't it be follow the butterflies? To be continued. I still want to read, so I'm just going to keep reading.
I don't mean to say that what happened wasn't traumatic, but being a teenager...
The spiders and the basilisk. Harry's point of view. We were following the spiders that led us to a huge clearing in the forest. Hagrid, is that you? Oh, wait. Hagrid, is that you? A mysterious voice said. We're friends of Hagrid's. We were wondering, were you the one who petrified the students? No, the monster was born inside the castle. Harry? Ron whined, pulling my shirt. What? I said impatiently. He pointed to the sky. There were spiders surrounding us. Well, it was nice to meet you. We'll just go now. Go? I think not. My sons and daughters have been starving. Goodbye, friends of Hagrid's. The call came to save us. It came at a good time, too. Full of the spiders. If Hagrid ever gets out of Azkaban, I'll kill him, Ron threatened. The car drove away. What have we found out? We know that one thing. Hagrid didn't open the Chamber of Secrets. The next day. I'm surprised Arya isn't here to spot Hermione. I put new flowers next to her hospital bed. I grabbed her hand and felt something weird. It looked like she ripped a paper from a library book. Ron. Later that night. We were walking in the corridor at night. There's a reason why I can hear the voice of a basilisk. It's a snake. Well, why hasn't anyone caught it? Hermione answered that too. I pointed to where she had circled. The pipes! It's messing with the plumbing now. All students report to your dormitory. We saw Professor McGonagall. As you can see, there is another message from the heir of Slytherin. It is as we feared. They have taken a student. Sorry, must have dozed off. What did I miss? Lockhart said. It's your time to shine. Right, I'll be getting ready, he said, leaving. Who is it they have, Minerva? Madame Humphrey asked. Aurea Scarlet. My eyes widened at they left and we see the message. A skeleton will rot in the chamber forever. Aurea. We run to Professor Lockhart's class. He may be an idiot, but he's going to try and get into the chamber. At least let us tell him what we know. Professor, we have some information for you. He slammed his suitcase closed. Are you going somewhere? I said angrily. Well, yes, have to. Pretty urgent. What about our friend? Ron said. Terribly sorry, I have to go. But you're the defense against the dark arts teacher. My boys, don't you understand? Those books wouldn't have sold twice as well if people thought I did any of that. I was angry. You're a fraud. You've just been taking credit for what other wizards have done. Is there anything you can do? Ron asked. Well, yes, I'm an expert at memory charms. I can get rid of them. Seems I'll have to do the same to you. Me and Ron had our wands pointed at Lockhart. Don't even think about it. He dropped his wand. But Harry, where would we even find the Chamber of Secrets? What if that person never left? We went to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. Who's there? Oh, hello, Harry. What do you want? I want to know how you died. Oh, it was dreadful. I was crying because a girl made fun of my glasses. I had a boy. I told him to go away, and I died. That's it. I saw some yellow eyes near that sink. I went over the second trying to use the water. Use it. The water didn't pour out. I saw the snake on the nozzle. This is it, I said. Go on, speak Parseltongue. I spoke something in snake language. The gate opened to the Chamber of Secrets. Well, this is just perfect. Now that you two are here, there's no reason for me to stay. Like Lockhart tried to run. Oh no, you don't. You first, I said. Are you sure neither of you want to go further? Ron pushed him in with his wand and we waited for him to talk. Really? Quite filthy down here. Okay, I said. Oh, Harry, if you happen to die down there, you're welcome to share my toilet, Myrtle said. Thanks, Myrtle, I said, gulping. Me and Ron headed down. Any sign of movement, you get yourselves out, I said. We moved forward. We saw something huge. Whoa, what is that? Ron said. Looks like a snake. Lockhart said. It's a snake's skin, I responded. What if a shed that has to be 60 feet long? Or more? Ron said. Lockhart collapsed. Heart of a lion, this one, Ron said. Lockhart stole Ron's wand. That's the end of the adventure, boys, but don't fret. The world will know our story. Oh, I was too late to save the girl, and you both lost your minds looking at her lifeless body. Ron stared at him in fear. I'll start with you, Potter. Say goodbye to your memories. Obliviate! The wand didn't work to his advantage. It pushed him back into the wall. The ceiling collapsed, making a cave from inside. Harry! Harry! Ron said, calling my name. Ron! Ron, are you okay? I said, I'm fine. Ugh. Hello. Who are you? Lockhart said. Ron. Really, and, who am I? Lockhart's spell backfired. He doesn't have a clue who he is. Nice place, this is. Do you live here? Lockhart asked. No, Ron said, taking the rock from Lockhart. Really? He hit Lockhart on the head, knocking him out. Try to find another way out, I said. Okay. I'll try to find my way around, I said. I saw a snake-like door where I was. I spoke to Posseltongue and it opened. I walked down the ladder and saw Arya. I ran over to her. She was ice cold. Arya, wake up. Come on, wake up. She won't wake, said a mysterious voice. I turned around. You're Tom Riddle. Come on, we need to get her out of here. There's a basilisk. It won't come until it's cold. I saw Tom had my wand. Give me my wand, Tom. To be continued. I'm just going to go and do the last chapter. The battle in the end of year 2. Harry's point of view. You won't be needing it, Tom said. You have to help me, I said. How could you, a boy that had nothing but a scar, defeat the Dark Lord? Why do you care? Voldemort was before your time, I said. Voldemort is my past, present, and future. He started writing his name, Tom Orville Riddle. He rearranged the letters to say, I am Lord Voldemort. You're Voldemort. Did you really think I'd keep my filthy muggle father's name? No. I made a new name for myself. A name I knew would strike fear into hearts of others. That would make me the greatest sorcerer in the world. I protested. Albus Dumbledore is the greatest sorcerer in the world. Then Fox came and tossed me the Sorting Hat. And this is what you've given? A songbird and an old hat. Then he summoned the basilisk. I started to run. Posseltongue won't save you this time, Potter. It only obeys me. The basilisk was right behind me. Then I heard Fox, and his shadow was hurting the basilisk. You might have blinded him, but it can still hear you, Tom said. I walked in the wrong spot. I ran towards the pipes and thought it was the end of me. I threw a rock in the other direction to distract the basilisk. I went back to Arya. She was almost freezing. That's right, the transformation is almost complete, and I will cease to be the memory. I will be very much alive. Arya. The basilisk came from behind the Sorting Hat. I had a sword. I took it out and went up on the statue of Salazar Slytherin. I pierced the basilisk with the sword and felt something on my arm. It was a fang. I held it. The snake was dead. Tom glared at me as I came down. I went over to Arya, dropping the sword and scooting next to her. The venom is almost in effect. I grabbed Arya's hand. Funny how much damage a silly little book could do in the hands of a silly little girl. I glared at him. I took the book from her hands and opened it. What are you doing? I took the thing. Stop! No! And pierced the page. He had a hole in his stomach. He started to try and stop me. I pierced the other page, and finally I pierced the cover of the book. Arya woke up and looked around. Oh, yeah. She turned around. Harry, it was me. I didn't mean to. He made me. Harry, you're hurt. I'm fine. You need to get out of here. Then Fox came and sat by me. You were brilliant, Fox. I just wasn't fast enough. He cried and my wound healed. Of course, Phoenix Days have healing powers. It's all right, Arya. It's only a memory. We found Ron and Lockhart, and Fox flew us out with Lockhart saying, "Amazing! This is just like magic!" The next day, you realized you had broken at least more than 50 school rules that would result in expulsion. Me and Owen put our heads down in shame, but that does deserve a reward. Mr. Weasley, would you do the honor in taking these release papers to the Owlery? I think we want our gamekeeper back. Lucius Malfoy came in asking who the culprit was after he left. Excuse me, sir, I wonder if I could have that. I followed Malfoy out. Mr. Malfoy, I think I have something of yours. Something of mine, really. You slipped it into Arya's pocket when she was walking out the door. Why don't you prove it? He passed it to Dobby. I mouthed him to open it. He opened it to find a sock. Master has given Dobby a sock? What? I didn't give. He looked angry. Master has been sent to Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. I lifted my pants to show my missing sock. You lost me, my servant! He took out his wand, coming towards me. Dobby went in front of me. You shall not harm Harry Potter. He was about to cast a spell, but Dobby blasted him. Your parents were meddlers, too. Mark my words, you will meet the same sticky end. Harry Potter freed Dobby. How could Dobby ever repay him? Promise me one thing, I said. Anything, sir. Don't ever try to save my life again. Later, we were in the main hall, having a feast. So what happened to Lockhart? Arya asked. He lost his memory. He with my wand, Ron said. Of course, she burst out laughing. Well, it's about time something good happened. Hey, why don't you look behind you? We saw Hermione back to normal, and Hagrid came back as well. We all clapped for him, and Arya hugged me. Another fantastic year has passed. Well, that's the end of the second year. And that was just brilliant, don't you think? I think I'll end it here now.